Welcome back to Sri Sampath Vinayaka Learning channel ma. Now we are going to continue our second part of the video. Okay, that is the 26th bit is now see ma. Here is giving a matching. We have to match the answers ma. See the common difference of this AP is asking. We know that common difference means A2 minus A1. So 4 and 1 by 3 minus 3. That is we know that 1 and 1 by 3. So that's why the common difference is 1 and 1 by 3. In a GP, A value is 2 and R value is 1. So he is asking us to find A5. A5 means we know that A into R power of 4. So A into R power of 4 means here A means 2, R means 1 to the power 4. That is 2 into 1 to the power 4. 2 into 1. That is nothing but 2. So it is 2. Okay now. So x plus 2, 8 are in AP. Okay, then he is asking us to find x. So the remaining value is this only, no? That's why it is 4. If you want to calculate, then x plus 2 minus x is equal to 8 minus x plus 2 you have to do. Why? Because A2 minus A1 is equal to A3 minus A2. Here Sima, these x's are going to be cancelled. By this 2 is equal to 8 minus x minus 2. So listen ma. By bringing back this minus x to this side, it is x. Here I am going to have 6 and this 6 minus 2 is equal to 4 ma. See ma, he gave the length of the ladder as 20 meters and the wall at a height of 10 meters. That means the ladder is leaning on the wall at 10 meters height. Okay, now he is asking us to find the angle made by it with the horizontal. This angle is asking. So with respect to theta, I am going to calculate this by this or this by this. This by this means opposite side by hypotenuse, that is sine. So sine theta is equal to 10 by 20. That is equal to 1 by 2, nothing but sine 30 ma. So see, then theta is equal to 30 degrees. Therefore the angle made by the ladder with the horizontal is 30 degrees. Now see ma, in the next bit, if the distance between the points these two is 13 units, then he is asking us to find the p value. Distance means we know that x2 minus x1 whole square, p minus 2 whole square plus minus 5 minus 7 whole square. Okay, this distance is given as 13 units. So now squaring on both sides, here I am going to get p minus 2 whole square plus 144 is equal to 169 ma. Why? Because see, 13 square means 169. So see, p minus 2 whole square is equal to, it is 25. So that implies p minus 2 is equal to plus or minus 5 ma. So p is equal to, see, 5 plus 2 or p is equal to minus 5 plus 2. So that implies p is equal to 7 or p is equal to minus 3. Okay, understood ma? These are the answers for p. In what ratio the segment joining these 2 points divided by x-axis? That means to these 2 points, okay, we are going to join, one line segment is going to be formed. No, to that line segment x-axis is going to divide in some ratio. He is asking that ratio ma. Okay, let us suppose a point on x-axis some x comma 0. Okay, let x comma 0 divides, let it a and it b ma. Okay, divides AB in m is to n ratio. Let us take the ratio is m is to n. Then for this point px comma 0, we know that the point is mx2. Let us take the x1 y1 and it is x2 y2. Use that formula, we know that section formula. So write mx2, x2 in the sense c minus 7, mx2 plus n x1 in the sense 4 by m plus n, comma my2 in the sense c minus 1 plus ny1 means 6 by m plus n. C these 2 points are same, no? So I am going to equalize this y coordinates. Why? Because on the x-axis we know that y coordinate is 0. So by equalizing that, that is 6:1. Understand, ma? Now the next bit. Here he is saying that the slope of the line y is equal to 20, 20. We know that y is equal to something is always parallel to x-axis. Okay, y is equal to 20, 20 he gave. That is, it is parallel to x-axis. So we know that x-axis slope is 0. So this line slope is also becomes 0. Why? Because the lines which are parallel are having equal slopes. So x-axis slope is 0. So its slope is also 0. That means he set that one as m1. So slope m1 is equal to 0 we obtained. Okay, see ma. No need of calculating all the values. If m1 is equal to 0, 0 into something it is 0. Okay, 0 power of some value is also gives us 0. Okay, some power in the sense here we are going to get definitely a value as something. Okay, so directly we may write 0 now. If you want to calculate the m2 and a value also, calculate it ma. So for m2 we know that slope m2 is equal to what ma? So see ma, y2 minus y1 minus 5 minus 1 by x2 minus x1. 3 plus it is 5, that is minus 6 by 8, that is equal to minus 3 by 4 ma. Understand? This is m2. A means the x-intercept of this. For getting x-intercept we have to equalize its y value 0. So if y is equal to 0, then 2x is equal to minus 5, then x is equal to minus 5 by 2. This is nothing but a. Why? Because it is x-intercept, no? So x-intercept is equal to minus 5 by 2. So see ma, m1 is equal to 0. So 0 into that minus 3 by 4 whole power of minus 5 by 2. So its value is 0 ma. Okay, directly you may write as m1 we obtain 0. So its value is 0 ma. Triangle ABC is similar to triangle DEF, in which BC is equal to 3.5 centimeters, EF is equal to 2.5 centimeters, and is asking us to find the area of triangle DEF when the area of the triangle ABC is equal to 9 centimeter square given. Okay, then just draw the two similar triangles roughly. Okay, let us name this is ABC and its similar triangle is DEF ma. Here he gave this BC as 3.5 and this EF as 2.5. Okay nama? So see, we have a relation between the area of the similar triangles and its corresponding sides, altitudes, medians, perimeters. We have one relation. Here I am going to write that relation once ma. Area of triangle 1 by area of triangle 2. When it is, if triangle 1 is similar to triangle 2. Okay, then its area is equal to, ratio of the areas is equal to side 1 by side 2 whole square is equal to altitude 1 by altitude, its corresponding altitude ma. Side 1 is, yes, side 1 and side 2 are corresponding sides in the given similar triangle. Similarly, let A1, A2 are corresponding altitudes. Let M1, M2 are corresponding medians, and perimeter 1, perimeter 2 are corresponding perimeters. That means, see ma, the ratio of the areas of the similar triangles are equal to square of the ratio of corresponding sides, square of the ratio of corresponding altitudes, square of the ratio of corresponding medians, and square of the ratio of corresponding perimeters. Okay, now similarly, here I am going to find the ratio of areas of triangle ABC by triangle DEF. Okay, that is nothing but, here I know the sides, so I am going to use this relation here. That is, side 1 means this is 3.5 by 2.5 whole square ma. Okay, now simplify this. Area of triangle ABC means what ma? Here I am going to write. It is 9 by, I don't know, area of triangle DEF. Let us consider the area as x. So 9 by x is equal to 35 by 25 whole square ma. So 5 5s are 5 7s are. That means see 9 by x is equal to 7 by 5 whole square. That is 49 by 25 whole square ma. See, by cross multiplying this, 9 into 25 by 49 gives us the x value. Okay, Nama? So x is equal to 9 into 25 by 49. 9 25s are we know 225 by 49 is equal to x. Understand, ma? So this is the value of x, 225 by 49. Coming to this second bit, 32nd bit. The ratio of the areas of the two similar triangles is 1:2. That means this ratio he gave and he is asking you to find then the ratio of their corresponding altitudes. That means you have to use this relation mark. So its ratio is given as 1/2 and I have to find the altitudes ratio. 1/2 is equal to altitude 1 by altitude 2 whole square mark. If I am going to send that square to this side, then it becomes a 1:√2. Why? Because by sending this square to this side, 1 by √2 is equal to altitude 1 by altitude 2 mark. So that is why we are going to write the ratio of altitudes is 1:√2. Okay, Nama? Ratio of altitudes is 1:√2. Here you have to write 1:√2. Okay, now in the rhombus ABCD, AB is equal to 6 centimeters. See, in a rhombus, he is giving that this AB, let us take it is A, B, C, D. AB has 6 centimeters. We know that in a rhombus, sum of the squares of the diagonals. Okay, na? Sum of the squares of the diagonals, that is AC square plus BD square is equal to 4 into side square. 4 into side square. That is 4 into 6 square. That is nothing but 144 mark. So we have to write AC square plus BD square as 144. Here he gave one matching. Okay, we have to match it. A line which touches a circle at only one point, that is known as tangent, we know that. So directly we are going to match with tangent. Angle in a semicircle. See ma, here it is the logic. Angle in a semicircle means this one ma. This is 90. Okay. Angle on a semicircle, that indicates 180. Okay. Angle in here is said no, that is 90 ma. So this is mapped with 90 degrees. Now TP and TQ are the two tangents to a circle with center O. See ma. So to the circle with center O, from the T we drawn two tangents. One is TP, another one is TQ. See ma here. This TP and TQ are the two tangents drawn to this circle. Okay now, where the angle POQ is equal to 110 degrees. POQ is equal to 110 degrees. Now he is asking PTQ. We know that the sum of these two angles is 180. So it is definitely 70 degrees ma. So this is going to map with, this third one is going to map with 70 degrees. Now angle in a semicircle at the center. See, angle in a semicircle at the center is asking. This angle is asking. That is nothing but 180. So you have to map that with 180. Understand ma? So this is the mapping. Very simple mapping it is. Here is asking which one of the following is false. See, first one. LSA, that means lateral surface area of the right circular cylinder with radius 7 centimeters and height 10 centimeters is given as 340 centimeters square. We know that LSA of the cylinder, see ma, LSA of the cylinder is equal to, see, 2 pi RH. Okay, that is 2 pi RH in the sense 2 into 22 by 7 into this R value is given as 7 and H value is 10. So this 7 and 7 are going to be cancelled. Okay na? See ma, 44 into 10, 440 centimeter square actually is the answer. But here he gave 340. That's why, see ma, it is wrong. This is false. So ratios of volumes of two cones with same radius and heights h1 and h2 ma. That means for the two cones, okay na, r1 is equal to r2 is equal to r we are going to take. So volume 1 is equal to 1/3 pi r1 square h1. Volume 2 is equal to 1/3 pi r2 square into h2 ma. So we have to divide these two. Why? Because I want to find the ratio. 1/3 pi are going to be cancelled. In the place of r1 r1 and r2 I am going to write r only. Okay, now h1 is into h2. This r1 square r square are going to be cancelled. Then the volumes are in the ratio h1 and h2. So it is correct. CSA of the sphere whose radius is 3.5 centimeters is 154 centimeters square. See ma, CSA means 4 pi r square sphere. Okay na, 4 into 22 by 7 into r means it is 3.5. So that is 35 by 10 into 35 by 10 ma. See, 7 1s are 7 5s are 5 1s are 5 2s are ma. 5 7s are 5 2s are. This 2 and 2 and this 4 are going to be cancelled. It is 154 centimeters square. So this C is also correct. We know the total surface area of the hemisphere is equal to 3 pi r square. So it is also correct. Then the first statement is false ma. Here he gave 3 cot theta is equal to 5. Then he is asking us to find 5 sin theta minus 3 cos theta by 5 sin theta plus 3 cos theta. Here I am going to calculate cot theta is equal to 5 by 3. See ma, here I am having cot theta is equal to 5 by 3. So I am going to convert these given terms into the terms of cot theta. For that I am going to divide both numerator and denominator with sin theta ma. Then see ma, this is 5 into sin theta by sin theta. Okay, minus 3 into cos theta by sin theta. Similarly, 5 into sin theta by sin theta plus 3 into cos theta by sin theta. That means for the both numerator and denominator I am dividing with sin theta. Then see ma, this becomes 5 into 1. That is minus 3 into cot theta. Okay, 5 into 1 plus 3 into cot theta. That is equal to, its value is 0 ma. Its value is 0. Understand? That means its value 5 sin theta minus 3 cos theta by 5 sin theta plus 3 cos theta is equivalent to 0. Now see ma, secant square theta minus 1 into 1 minus cosecant square theta is equal to what he is asking. We know that by the identities secant square theta minus 1 is equal to what? Tell me ma. Tan square theta. So here I am going to write tan square theta it is. Next, 1 minus cosecant square theta. Here cosecant square theta minus cot square theta is equal to 1. Okay na? See ma, cosecant square theta minus cot square theta is equal to 1. Here I am going to write 1 minus cosecant square theta means that into minus cot square theta ma it is. Okay na, 1 minus cosecant square theta means it is minus cot square theta. So minus tan square into cot square, we know that minus 1. Understand ma? So you have to remember this. Okay. If you don't know the identities, here see ma, I am going to write cosecant square theta minus cot square theta is equal to 1. Okay. Send this cosecant square theta to that side ma. Then cot square theta is equal to minus cot square theta is equal to 1 minus cosecant square theta. That's why in the place of 1 minus cosecant square theta, I wrote minus cot square theta ma. So that gives us minus 1. Okay. Now see, secant square theta plus cosecant square theta is equal to what? We have to write. So if you don't know how to write that, then convert this value into first sin and cos values ma. See ma, it is sin secant square means 1 by cos square theta and 1 by it is sin square theta ma. Take the LCM here, that is sin square theta plus cos square theta by sin square theta into cos square theta under root ma. So we know that sin square theta plus cos square theta is equal to 1. That means the numerator is 1 by root over sin theta into cos theta whole square. Square and root are going to be cancelled. Then the values left here is equal to 1 by sin theta into cos theta. 1 by sin theta into cos theta is nothing but tan theta plus cot theta. Why? Because if you are going to simplify this, this is sin theta by cos theta plus cos theta by sigma. Cos theta by what? Sin theta. By simplifying this, here also you are going to get sin theta into cos theta, and the numerator is 1. Why? Because sin square theta plus cos square theta. So this is equivalent to D. Okay, like that. Sigma. Here I don't know the values of 29 and 61 degrees. So then I asked you to check whether those two angles are complementary or not. Okay, here these two are complementary. So once write them, 29 plus 61 is equal to 90. Now you have to subject any one of those two values. I am now going to express this 29 degrees as 90 degrees minus 61 degrees. So here I am going to express this sin 29 value as 90 minus 61 degrees. Okay, minus cos 61 degrees. Sigma. Sin 90 minus theta. Then that is cos theta. Cos 61 degrees. Okay, minus. Again here we are having cos 61 degrees. These two are going to be cancelled. Then its value is 0. Okay, now see. Here we have to calculate the value of sin 15. Sin 15 means you don't know. Okay, that's why I arrange that 15 value with the known angles. So 45 degrees minus 30 degrees. So it is in the form of sin A minus B. What is sin A minus B, Sin A cos B minus cos A sin B. So sin 45 means 1 by root 2. Cos 30 means root 3 by 2. Cos 45 means 1 by root 2. Sin 30 means 1 by 2. Understand, By simplifying this, the numerator is root 3 minus 1 by denominator is 2 root 2. Okay, that is your answer. Root 3 minus 1 by 2 root 2. Understand, See, if the top of a broken tree has its top end touching the ground at a distance of 15 meters from the bottom of the tree, then the angle made by the broken end with the ground is 30 degrees, he is saying. Then he is asking us to find the length of the broken part. See, here let us take the tree. Listen, this tree breaks and touches the ground like this with an angle 30 degrees. Okay, now see, and the distance between the foot of the tree and the top of the end is equal to 15 he gave. Now he is asking us to calculate the length of the broken part. That means this part length is asking. So see, with respect to this 30 degrees, okay, let us name this as ABC. With respect to this 30 degrees, I want AC. AC by that known side is BC. Required side by known side every time we are going to use. Required side by known side is with respect to 30, hypotenuse by adjacent side. Hypotenuse by adjacent side is what? Secant 30. Okay, what is secant 30? We know that secant 30 is 2 by root 3 is equal to AC by 15. That implies AC is equal to 30 by root 3. 30 by root 3 is nothing but, see, if I am going to multiply with root 3 and root 3, that is 30 root 3 by 3. 3 1 3 10, that is 10 root 3 meters. Okay, the height of the or the length of the broken part is equal to 10 root 3. Okay, now see, here in this question, if the two triangles are congruent, they are similar. Yes, if the two triangles are congruent, then they must be similar. Now, if triangle ABC is similar to triangle DEF and is giving that D value as 50 and E value as 70, okay, then if D is equal to 50, definitely A is also 50. But he gave A value as 60. That's wrong. Why? Because if D is equal to 50, then A is equal to also 50. Okay, na? That's why it is the false statement. Triangle ABC is similar to triangle PQR and the ratio of the corresponding sides is 3:4. Then we note that ratio of their areas is equal to square of the ratio of corresponding sides. So square of this is equal to 9:16. This is also right. See, here he is saying that in triangle ABC, okay, in triangle ABC, E and F are the points on AB and AC respectively is saying. Okay, and this AEF is similar to ABC. So these two are definitely parallel. So this is also right. So the false statement is this B1. See, slope of these 2 points is. So see, these 2 points are on the x-axis. It's very clear to us. So simply we are going to say the slope of x-axis is 0. Directly you may match it with S. Else you have to find the slope by using formula y2 minus y1 by x2 minus x1. 0 by 3, that is equal to 0. Distance between these 2 points. We know that distance between origin and a point is root over x square plus y square. That is root over 3 square plus 4 square. That is root over 25. That is nothing but 5. So these two are matched. The centroid divides the median in the ratio of 2:1 from the vertex to side. So here only one ratio we are having 2:1. So that's why it is matched with 2:1. The length of the angles of a triangle 45 degrees, 45 degrees, 90 degrees. Then ratio of hypotenuse and the length of equal side he is asking. See, let us take any right angled isosceles triangle. Let us suppose we are going to take 1 and 1 as the sides. Then it is root 2, we know that. Therefore, he is asking us to find the ratio of hypotenuse and the length of equal side. Then that is root 2:1. So this is nothing but our fourth matching. Okay, like that. See, the probability of getting 3 heads while tossing 3 coins simultaneously. While we are going to toss 3 coins, we know that our sample space is 8. Okay, now out of those 8 outcomes, only one time we are going to get all the faces of the coins are heads. Okay, that means 1 by 8 is our required probability. Okay, now one more matching he gave. Probability of sure event. We know that sure event means it is certain to happen. That is the probability is 1. Next, probability of an impossible event, we know that that is 0. If we toss a coin one time, then the number of elements in the sample space. While we are going to toss one coin, then sample space is head comma tail. So the number of elements in this is 2. Okay, that is 2. Understand, ma? Yeah. The probability for a leap year to have 53 Sundays is asking. We know that in a leap year we are having 366 days. That's why 52 into 7 plus 2 ma. So that means here every week is going to obtain for 52 times. Okay, now the last 2 days may be any one of the days like this. Okay, last 2 days may be Saturday, Sunday. Okay, Sunday, Monday, Monday, Tuesday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Thursday, Friday, Friday, Saturday, Saturday and Sunday. Like that, we are going to have 7 possibilities for the last 2 days. So that is sample space here is 7 ma. But I have to get 53 Sundays. That means out of those 2 days, if one of the day is Sunday, then I am going to have 53 Sundays. Why? Because already I am having 52 Sundays ma. That's why I have to choose the options which are having Sundays. See, here Saturday, Sunday is one option and Sunday, Monday is another option. That means 2 chances I am having. That means here the favorable chances are 2. Total chances are 7. So 2 by 7 is my probability of getting 53 Sundays. Okay, sometimes it's going to ask you to write the probability of not getting 53 Sundays in a leap year. Then 5 by 7 is your answer. Let us suppose this is a general year is given. General year in the sense normal year, non-leap year is going to give you. Then getting 53 Sundays for a non-leap year is 1 by 7 ma. Why? Because again you are going to have that one day in 7 different ways. Okay, now that may be Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday and Saturday. So out of these 7 days, again if I want to get 53 Sundays, so I have to choose for the Sunday. Out of those 7 chances, I am having 1 Sunday. That is the favorable chance is 1. The total chances are 7. That is 1 by 7 is my probability. Understand ma? Now, see, if he is asking you to find not getting 53 Sundays in a non-leap year, then it is 6 by 7. You have to remember these bits ma. These are very important bits. Definitely you are going to get 1 out of these 4 ma. Understand? Now coming to the next bit. See ma. Median is the observation which occurs most frequently is saying. We know that the most frequently occurring observation is known as mode. But he is saying median. So it's wrong. Statement 2. Step deviation is equal to xi minus a by h. That is d by h. We know that it's right. So first one is false, the second one is true. So that is second statement. Understand ma? Now 110, 11, 20, 21, 30, okay na? So on are the classes of the frequency distribution. Then he is asking us to find the lower limit of the class 11, 20. So lower limit is 11, we know that. Here he is saying the median of the scores is x. If the median of those data is x. So firstly we are going to find that median ma. We know that for calculating median we have to arrange the given data in ascending order. 12, 13, 14, next 18, 19, then after 23, 26. See ma, here we are having 7 observations. See, these are 3 and these are 4. 7 observations are matched. Okay, now the middlemost observation is known as median. So x is equal to 18 degrees. Understand ma? If x is equal to 18 degrees, we are going to substitute that x value here ma. So then log of 18 by 2, that is 9 ma. 9 base 3 plus tan of C ma. 18 plus 12, that is tan 30 degrees minus it is cosecant 30 degrees. So tan 9 means here I am going to arrange this 9 as 3 square. Then 2 comes out, 2 into log 3 means it is 2 plus tan 30 means we know that 1 by root 3. Okay na? Cosecant 30 means it is 2 ma. So this 2 and 2 are going to be cancelled, then 1 by root 3 is my answer. Understand ma? Now see, here he is asking you to calculate the average of these values. We know that average of these means sum of all observations by 4 ma. By doing sum, okay, the plus 2 minus 2 are going to be cancelled. 4d by 4, that is equal to d. So average here is d ma. Understand? With this we are going to complete the 50 bits of RGUKT set ma. So practice all the chapters thoroughly ma. Then definitely you will get a good rank. Okay, all the best ma.